You can see that red area. That is where that area right there is under an evacuation order. They want people to leave immediately. We know this fire is about 100 acres in size. That started about noon today. It's confirmed in the Vallecito region just off of Highway 4. The area in yellow that you see in this CAL FIRE map, those people that live in that area, they're under an evacuation warning. So they're being asked to get ready to leave. Make sure you've got everyone in your family with you and accounted for, your livestock, pets, that sort of thing, and also make sure you've got your bags packed. So again, that evacuation order has already been issued in certain zones, including CCU 134A and CCU 134C. We do want to go to KCRA 3's Anahita Jafari. She is live for us right now along 6 Mile Road in Calaveras County. Anahita, what are you seeing there? What's the latest?
We are on 6 Mile Road right now in Murphy's, and you can see behind me there is just so much smoke in the air, plumes of black smoke, and it's been coming towards us since we arrived here just about 30 minutes ago. You can see that smoke is making its way down the ridge. There's a lot of smoke in the air. We're trying our best to not breathe it in, but it's hard to when there's all the smoke and the ashes. You can take a look at how large that is, making its way just higher and higher into the air. We are on 6 Mile Road, and there have been a lot of CAL FIRE trucks coming in and out of the area. We did just also speak with a CHP officer who says he's also been told to be ready in case we need to leave the area. Highway 4 is closed from Main Street in Murphy's to 6 Mile Road, and 6 Mile Road is closed from Scott Street to Highway 4. We have also been seeing CAL FIRE have some air attack above us, and they're doing some fire retardant drops to just slow the fire. But as you can see, it just continues to grow. Even from the moment we just started going live until now, it's making its way down that ridge into those trees, and we're just all trying to stay safe out here. Make sure that if you are receiving any of those evacuation warnings, to follow those. Live in Murphy's, I'm Anahita Jafari, KCRA 3 News.
And Anahita, I don't know if you can direct your photographer for us to go back over your shoulder where we saw the top of the flames and also a lot of smoke and kind of a little bit of rotation from the smoke. You can kind of see it turning up and over and under itself, literally, as we're looking at this right behind you. I do want to mention there is a shelter right now that they have set up for people who are under the evacuation order. They want people to go to Bret Harte High School. That's located at 364 Murphy's Grade Road in Angels Camp. But you can see just how dark that smoke is as it's just on the other side of that tree line. We also want to go to some alert wildfire cameras to give you another vantage point right now. And you can see in this time-lapse video that we have just how quickly the smoke is kind of going up into the air and how quickly the sky is filling up there. We've got a bunch of different locations of where we're seeing flames. Let's get right over to meteorologist Dirk Verdorn. Dirk, the wind has really been an issue today.
No, we did have some wind as those thunderstorms came through, but the winds have tapered off quite a bit right now. So let's go ahead and take a look. Another vantage point. This is actually from Fullen Road. I'm going to put this into time-lapse mode, and you can see over the past half hour the smoke and how it's just been pretty consistent right here from this vantage point. So where we're looking at is we're looking from the Murphy's area towards Vallecito. So we're looking off towards the west, and this fire is growing, and it seems like the growth is getting closer to the Murphy's area. So let's take a kind of a wider look here. You can see where Sacramento is, and zooming into Calaveras County. We get along Highway 4. You have Vallecito here, Murphy's here. The fire started here, and it seems like that growth is going towards Murphy's. So we're seeing that. Current conditions, it is hot. 101 degrees right now outside in that area. Humidity, of course, is very low. We're at 20%, so very dry conditions. The winds are basically less than 5 miles per hour, though we have been seeing some gusts between 10 to 15 miles per hour. But the general direction that the fire seems to be growing is to the north and to the east, towards the Murphy's area. Thus, we have all of those evacuation orders that have been put out in this region. So that's what they're dealing with right now. Very hot conditions, very dry conditions, Lisa.
All right, Dirk, thank you so much. We want to go back to our ground picture that is live along 6 Mile Road. As we mentioned, the fire is our crews have to evacuate right now. You saw how big those flames were that were just towering over those trees. So let's go to let Anahita and her photographer leave right now. And it's okay to just come back to me. They can shut down their camera. The situation can change so quickly, and our crew right now is breaking down because they need to actually get out of this area. We do know that the evacuation orders are in place for a good size area. Let's go back to that CAL FIRE map and show that map again of where the evacuation orders are in place for right now. We also know that there are evacuation warnings. Bret Harte High School is being set up as a place that you want to go to. It's a shelter, but you can see right here, this is called the 2-7 fire. That's the name of the fire. We know it's more than 100 acres, and we saw in those live pictures that we had just briefly how quickly those flames are chewing through the dry grass, and also just on the other side of those trees, that those flames were getting higher than the trees. So that's pretty concerning, obviously. And you can see as we zoom in a little bit, you know, just the topography of this area, and you can see there are quite a few people that live in this area. So that area where you're seeing our mouse kind of go around, all of that, it's in that shade of red. Those people that live in this area, they're all under an evacuation order right now, being asked to leave or go to the shelter at Bret Harte High School. That is considered a safe place for them to go in Angels Camp. As we zoom out on this map, it just shows you the area. It looks like maybe they've expanded the warning area at the bottom now. I can't be sure about that, but be sure to have the KCRA3 app downloaded. Make sure you download it right now and you enable the push notifications so that you get the very latest information. Again, if you are in that warning zone, they want you to pack a bag right now. Make sure everyone in your family is accounted for. Everyone's ready to go. If you can, just leave now. It's better to leave now than wait for an order, because the roads get congested and that sort of thing. So if possible, you may want to consider doing that. So we'll continue to follow this for you from KCRA3 in here in the studio and out there in the field. Also, we've got Live Copter 3 headed to the scene right now. Download that KCRA3 app, enable those notifications so you can get the latest information as soon as possible. We're now going to return you to our regular programming.